Hey, good morning, welcome back. It's me, SteveWB, and today I'm technically still working, but I had to go in from work because I sold a house, or I'm in the process of selling a house that I bought when I was 29 years old, which is like 16 years ago. And a friend of mine's been renting it for the last 5 years, I think, and he's finally decided he wanted to buy the house, so I'm selling it to him, and I have to go in to sign the paperwork and get that done because the house is in Mississippi and I live in Florida now, so it's not really convenient for me to, I just can't get there anytime and sign the papers. I flew from, as you know, if you've been watching the vlog, I actually flew from Florida this time instead of driving, so it really threw a wrench in the logistics of getting these papers signed, because normally I could have just stopped by on my way back through Mississippi to Florida to sign them, but as luck would have it, my truck didn't allow it this time. I lost that water pump that I got to fix whenever I get back. So with that being said, I'm on the road today, and you can expect to see some epic B-roll of a bunch of nothingness on the highway, but it is what it is. And I'll just keep you guys posted, keep you attached to my day. This vlog is going to end back at work out on the platform because I'm just driving in, signing paperwork, and turning around and going right back. So let's see what happens. Let's see what kind of fun we can have today. Let's go. Alright, well, I'm still on my way to go sign the paperwork, and I'm in beautiful New Orleans, getting ready to pass the Superdome. And of course, let me show you, it's traffic for days, which is pretty common for this city. Morning, night, weekends, it don't matter. Traffic. So since I'm sitting here in traffic, that gives me time, and I almost forgot that I'm going to do an inspirational quote every day. And the one today is, all of our dreams can come true if you have the courage to pursue them. And that is a quote by Walt Disney. And that, it means exactly what it says. You can do anything that you want to do. Your only limitation is yourself, thinking that you can't do it, and your lack of effort or lack of steps, to make that come true. You can't sit on your couch and become the president of the United States. You've got to get up and you've got to do something. So, and that kind of reflects off of yesterday's. If you do nothing else, at least take one step a day towards your dream or your goal, because any forward movement is better than being stagnant. So, thought for the day. Thank you, Walt Disney, for that. We're huge Disney fans at Bennett's World, and myself as well. And let's get back to the road trip before I get in a wreck. Alright, so I made it to the beautiful and foggy Biloxi, Mississippi to sign these paperwork to sell this house. So, I sure like saying so a lot. I'm going to run into this office real quick and get this stuff signed, and we'll get back on the road. Okay, so I'm done with the signing. I've signed my first house away that I bought when I was 29 years old, which seems like forever ago, and probably was forever ago. And now I'm going to go meet with my buddy Cody. He's the one who's actually buying the house. And what I'm going to get from him is he just got a GoPro 7 for Christmas from his parents. And the GoPro 8 is out now, but there's really not a huge difference unless you're going to get the medium mod kit for the 8 between the 7. And like, I've been doing all my recording on the 5, the Hero 5, and I want to try to just compare the two to see, is it worth my effort to go from the 5 to the 7 or 8. So we're going to McDonald's and meet for lunch because I really don't have a lot of time. I got to get back to work, get back to the platform, and I'm going to pick his camera up, and then I'm going to at that point switch from the 5 to the 7, and we'll see if, you know, see how it looks and see if it looks better, worse, different, and go from there. Dang, look at this sexy Silverado. Nice. What's up, buddy? You got the goods?
Got the goods.
Oh, look, handing over his brand new stuff for me to try out. Say hi to Pickles, Cody.
Hey, Pickles. Spread the news.
Stop spreading the news. Alrighty, I'm done with lunch. I just got to meet with Cody. I got his GoPro. I'm gonna try it out for him. It's the GoPro 7 Silver, and I want to just see what the 4K image quality compares to my Hero 5 Black. Now, the main difference I think between the two is there's 2 resolution settings on the Silver, and then of course with the Black you get a lot different, you know, varying frame rates and resolutions, including 4K, 2.7, 1080 at 60/30, you know, all the way up to 240 at 720. But anyway, this ain't about cameras. What do you think? How does this look compared to the previous camera? And I'll actually, when I get back out in the field today, I'll do a side-by-side comparison shooting with both cameras. And I'll do a split screen like I did with the phone compared to the GoPro earlier, and we'll decide which one looks better for this vlog. So, but for now, I'm getting back on the road. I have to drive another 2.5 hours, jump in a boat, drive another 45 minutes out to the platform, and then try to actually get some work done today, which I don't think it's really going to be a whole lot, but I'm going to do what I can. And let's go. Welcome to New Orleans. There's the Mercedes-Benz Superdome, home of the New Orleans Saints. Getting closer back to work, but I still got a little ways to go. Well, just a little bit ago, I had to stop and fill this truck up for my buddy Pickles. He let me borrow his truck so I could go sign that closing paperwork on the house. And while I'm at the gas station, this like straight up like ate up dude, like I don't know what he was on, but he was like needing to fix so bad he was hurting. And he's trying to get money from people, and of course he makes his way around to me. And you know, he asked me for some change, if I had change or whatever, and I was like, well, I'm in Pickle's truck. He's got a couple of dollars in there, so I went in there and got a couple dollars and gave it to the guy. And no problem, right? And you're probably thinking, well, yeah, you gave him Pickle's money. Well, yeah, I did, but I just didn't have any ones. I already gave him my money, which, you know, brings up a subject that, you know, me and my wife have talked about, because, you know, it's the second time a homeless story has come up today, and that's why I decided, well, I'm just going to go ahead and talk about this in my vlog. You know, different people have different opinion about giving homeless people money. Some people are like, you know, hey, if you're going to buy food, I'll give it to you. Or, hey, if you're honest with me and just tell me that you're going to buy a beer, well, then I'll give you enough money to go buy a beer. Or some people are like, you know, I'm not going to give it to you because I know you're going to go buy drugs, or I'm not going to give it to you because you're just going to go around the corner and jump in your Mercedes and drive off or whatever. And that's all fine and good. And the way I look at it is, if I'm the giver, if I'm the one that is, you know, if I see somebody in need or acting like they're in need and I think they're in need and they're asking me for money and I have it, I'm going to give it to them, because, no, I'm not going to give them every penny I have, but if, you know, $2 or $3 makes a big difference in their life at that time, then why would I not give them $2 or $3? Because it's not going to affect my life tremendously, not nearly as much as it's going to affect theirs. And, you know, like I said, people will say, well, he's probably just going to go buy drugs. And my stand on that is, I really don't care what he goes and buys with it. I really don't care what he does with it. That's on him. I've done my deed. Even if he's lying to me, you know, my stance on it is, if somebody comes up to me in need and I give them what I can give them to help them out, well, then I've done my part. That's good that I've created for myself, and that's stuff that will come back to me. Now, if they misappropriate those funds for their Mercedes or for drugs or whatever, well, then that's going to come back on them, and that's not for me to worry about or try to control. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, if somebody's in need and you can help them, you know, help them out, and don't worry about what they do with the money, because at the end of the day, that's on them what they do with that money. Anyway, I just wanted to say that. I've been driving in this truck for like 6 hours, and my back's curved like an S, and I still have an hour boat ride to get back out to the platform. And my head feels like it's in 6 different pieces right now. I much rather would have been working on equipment at my job than really doing this drive today. But our next stop is going to be the dock, where we're going to jump in the boat and we are going to head back to the platform just in time for dinner. And then it's going to be a short nap, and then there's going to be another 5 or 6 hours of video editing tonight. So let's get to the dock. Alright, well, today I'm going to end today's vlog. I'm going to end today's vlog right here. I'm just going to jump in the boat. You can see behind me that the weather's starting to get a little foggy, and I need to make haste and not waste and get my butt back out there. So thank you guys so much for riding along with me today. I'm sure it wasn't very exciting, but you know, we got to talk a little, so that makes the trip all well worth it, right? Till tomorrow.